Good afternoon, Hokey home video enthusiasts. And anybody that was unfortunate enough to run across this here video. I'm putting this on the channel I believe I call Glider P. And it's yet another motorcycle repair video. Damn it. This one is the one I did a bunch of work on last year. Did an upgraded transmission pulley, spacer, seal. I forgot what year it was. It's an 85 FXR, but it's updated to a 90s or later version transmission pulley, and I did everything. And one of the things I did was a Baker overshift ratchet pawl assembly. You gotta look at those because the shifter lever splines on the shaft, not on the lever, tend to wear out. That's those. That's the shifter lever shaft. And yeah, astute observers will see there is some movement there. I probably should have replaced the bushing too, but since I don't have a machine shop in my back pocket or out in the shed or downstairs, I went without it. Anyway, after doing all that work, I still had one slight leak, and then the damn thing wasn't shifting right. Could not shift into first gear from neutral, and shifting from second to first gear was problematic. Long story short, you gotta take the whole goddamn thing apart, because it's pretty much impossible to get to the thing that adjusts the shift lever, which is that and that nut. And this is the shifter pawl. I hope this video is picking it up. And it just catches on some pins on the shifter drum and rotates the drum around, which then moves the shift forks left or right. And what had happened was I didn't do the adjustment right. It was getting towards the end of the season. I was probably in a hurry, and quite simply I fucked up. I just didn't do it right, because it looks like the shift lever or the adjustment is off. So I'm going to redo that, put it all back together, and hope for the best. Now, to get all this, you have to take off, pretty much everything. The only thing I didn't take off this time, and I'm pretty proud of that, is the exhaust. Normally that has to come off before you do anything more involved than changing the oil. But I was able to work around it. Not that I mind taking the thing off, but every time you do that, you know, you should replace the gaskets and blah blah blah. It just pain in the ass. Anyway, here we go. That's the outer primary cover. Looks good. Oh, the other thing too is I had a little bit of a leak. Nothing serious, but more than I wished I had, which was 0. Turned out none of the important stuff leaks. The back side of this pulley, this is the transmission drive pulley, is bone dry, which means the quad seal, the little O-rings, and the big seal on the output shaft or the output spacer don't leak, which is good news, because that's more stuff you got to take apart that I really didn't want to do. But it turned out that the starter shaft seal, that guy, that was leaking just enough to make the back side of that plate wet, and it would drip down, and in the wind and everything else, it just kind of goes everywhere. Really hard to tell where the leak is coming from. Let's get up here. Sorry about the rapid movement. There's the inner primary chain case. With the starter drive gear sticking out. There's a seal behind the main bearing that ought to be replaced as long as it's out. You're silly not to. So I don't know if I'm going to order those or run up to the Harley Stick It in Your Ass dealer and get some of their parts in the name of getting it done quick. And let's see, here's some more parts. Again, my bench is a shit house, and that's only because I haven't had time to clean it. I'm just making do with what I got here. So on the left, that's the starter solenoid. Next to that is the clutch hub. Should be right in the middle of the field. With the primary drive chain and half of the compensating sprocket in the front. And in this red rose T-box here is the clutch and clutch plates, the steels and the frictions. I like to keep those separate because I take them out and I want to put them back in the same order they came out. So there we have it. I got the problem diagnosed, got it figured out. All I need now is some parts and I'm going to put this bitch back together. Probably not this weekend, because every goddamn time I go to the Harley dealer, there's one friggin' part they don't have and they gotta order. Of course, you gotta pay for it up front, wait a week, and then go back and get it. So, do I play that game, or do I just order it online and have it here in 3 days through Amazon? I don't know. Say what you will about the Harley dealers and their prices and all that, but their parts, I admit, are pretty darn good. Good quality. So anyway, there you have it. That's what I'm up to today. I don't know what time it is, coming up on 5 o'clock or so. But came home early and started on this and got the whole thing tore down before supper time, so did good today. So that's it. I'm going to pop this up on YouTube with no editing, no nothing. It's just, you know, it's coming off of the car and up to YouTube. And if you don't like it, yeah, stick it in your ass. I don't care. If you do like it, or even if you don't like it, comment. Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. And I'm going to do another one of these after it's all back together and on the road. And after our road test, of course, to see if I fixed it, which I'm going to be 99% sure I have. Later, fans. Goodbye.